Alright, so let us know who we got here, who we tuning in with.
Y'all here with AP Marley, for me the Rich Roller.
Okay. Uh, so let us know about yourself, Marley.
For me, I'm from Brooklyn. I've been rapping for like a couple years since I was 16, but I just got serious like I say about 2 years ago. But I'm just perfecting my craft, just you feel me, trying to focus and lock in more, you feel me, connect with the right people. That's all I'm trying to do right now. And just go up, you feel me? It's 2022. I'm trying to have a great year. Just trying to keep going up.
No, that's a fact. So, just looking over a couple notes here. You feel me? I seen you recently changed your name from Marley G's to AP Marley. You feel me?
Yeah, feel me? I felt like I had to change it. I feel like that's something that I had to do. Feel me? Only cause for me the G's on it was throwing a lot of people off, and a lot of people had the same similar name. You feel me? For me, a couple of people I know. One of my homies, you feel me? He neighborhood. He had the same exact name. You feel me? Marley G's. You feel me? For me, shout out to him and shit too though. I know y'all probably know Marley G from the from Flossie and stuff. You feel me? Shout out to him too. You feel me? But for me, I changed my name. You feel me? Cause it's like other people thought I was somebody else. They thought I was probably YGs or folk. You feel me? And for me, that's not the case. You feel me? Strictly Crip. You feel me? That's it. Neighborhood. Yeah, that's it. You feel me? I changed it to AP because AP is a way of life. You feel me? It stands for a lot of different things. For me, one is apply pressure. You feel me? Apply pressure in whatever you do. Another one is always perform. You feel me? So you always perform no matter what. You feel me? And then my favorite, always paid. You feel me? Cause if you ain't getting paid, what you doing? You feel me?
That's a fact.
That's what AP is. You feel me? If y'all wanna know what AP is, that's what AP is. That's what it means to me. It's a way of life. So.
Okay. Now that you switched your name, is there anything different that we could expect from you?
Yeah, definitely. The sound done changed. You feel me? I used to use a lot of auto tune before. Now it's just like I'm using my regular voice now. I'm still gonna do my little auto tune. I'm still gonna have some auto tune, but I learned how to perfect the auto tune so it sound better than my old music. So the new music that I got coming is gonna be more up to date, more like what everybody in tune with. I got a lot of samples. Feel me? I'm trying to tune in with some certain features, so it's definitely gonna be a different year. For me, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. Like we gonna go up for sure. Like the music and everything gonna sound better visuals. Everything. I'm gonna take my time with everything, and I'm gonna get everything right.
Okay. Who do you plan on doing features with in the near future?
Features. I actually reached out to C Blue. For me, that's the cousin. Shout out to him. For me, we sort to be working on something. So him for sure. I don't know if y'all know him. He's from the Bronx and whatever. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to get something with. I want to get a song with a couple people like Leaky G Bando, 26AR. For me, a couple of people I want to get some songs with. Definitely. I don't really, for me, but I got some other people that's off the radar and stuff. Like my son Shmula. We gonna get some songs. For me, that's the cousin. Shout out to her. K Blanco. For me, shout out to her. We got something in the making. Trying to see who else. I got a couple of people. For me, a couple of my homies and stuff. Trying to really think. My son Dread, you feel me? We got some stuff going on. Let me see. I'm trying to think. There's a couple people though, but for me, if I ain't name you, you know who it is that we gonna work, and we gonna get these songs done.
I mean, quick question. You feel me? They all Crip like?
Nah, they not all Crip. For me, my son Dread, he blood. The shorty, she ain't nothing to K Blanco for me, but for me, I actually reached out to her to make the song. So for me, we were supposed to been do the song honestly, but for me, it was like a lot of stuff going on with me, so I ain't really get in tune to get everything done. So with that being said, now we can finally get stuff done. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm just trying to collab with whoever's lit, and not even whoever lit. If I fuck with your music and shit, I'm trying to collab with you, and we gonna go up.
Okay. Trying to get this situated.
Alright, take your time. Bullshit.
So
Oh, I mean, look, and I got, I got songs coming with my little brother, Poop Bando. I always got to keep it in the family for sure. So,
yeah, definitely. How old is your little brother?
my little brother, he's just turned 16 like 3 days ago. So, for me, just turned 16. For me, so for me, he started rapping because of me and stuff. Honestly,
Okay.
Me, so.
And what motivated you to rap?
What motivated me to rap was, alright. So the first time I ever made a song, for me, that's when I went to the studio. I went to Explode for the first time. For me, if you're from Brooklyn, you know Explode Studios. For me, so I went there. I was with Millie and one of his mans, and we made a song called Panda. So we made a Panda remix. Once I did the Panda remix, people in school, they was jacking it, so I was like, alright, cool. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep going, and I like the feeling of me being in the studio, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna keep going. Feel me? But for me, respectfully, shout out to Millie though, cause for me, if it wasn't for him, I probably would have never went to the studio and never got in the booth. Keep it a buck.
That's what's up. So how many songs you got completed in the cut right now?
In the cut, I ain't gonna lie, I got like probably like 20, 30 songs in the cut right now. Like for me, that's including old songs that I never dropped, and that's including new songs that I just made. For me, so off the new songs I just did wild samples. I got mad samples. I still got sample beats that I ain't even finished. Well, I finished the song, but I just ain't getting the booth yet. I'm actually going to the booth this week probably.
Okay. Quick question. Side topic, you feel me? But it's still on the music. What do you think about the death of young Dolph?
Young Dolph, I feel like for me anybody that's young and dying, or that's doing what I'm doing, making music, and they dying, is for me is always a sad, and it's crazy. Like, so it's like for me, and then I don't know if you know too much about the story, but the story just like they said it was his man, so basically his man backdoor him. So it's like the people you knew for the longest, you feel me, they be the ones to envy you and be jealous of you the most. So you feel me, that shit is crazy. Like, feel me, so niggas, you feel me, I know he probably was putting his mans on too. So it's like for him to even do that is crazy. But for me, that's crazy. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm not really a young Dolph fan. I listen to like 1-2 of his songs, but for me, even when people die that's in the music industry, it's like damn, you feel me? So it definitely do shock the world and all his fans and stuff, for sure.
Yeah. What about the Nipsey Hussle situation and everything that happened?
Yeah, that shit was crazy too. You feel me? I never got to meet him. You feel me? I would've loved to meet him. You feel me? Same set. You feel me? Neighborhood 60s. You feel me? So it's like, to me, he more like a legend to me. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, for me, he motivated me too to do what I do, because it's like, for me, not only I'm crippin', you feel me, I'm making music just like him and stuff. So it's like, you feel me, I feel like we in the same boat. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, for somebody to do whatever they did to him, you get what I'm saying? This was also one of his men, somebody that's in his circle. So like, it show you every day, like, niggas ain't really your man. Niggas is envious and jealous of you. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, you gotta watch who you around. You feel me? Gang or not. You feel me? So it's just crazy. But RP to Nipsey Hussle. For me.
If you had an opportunity to hang with any celebrity in the industry, who would it be?
Do they gotta be alive, or would it be like alive or dead? Like,
it don't really matter.
Don't really matter.
Give
like,
both, matter of fact, alive and dead.
So alive, like my favorite artist is Lil Baby. So definitely for me, he crip too. For me, neighborhood. For me, so shout out to him too. Like if I ever, when I do get on, you feel me, I definitely want a song with Lil Baby, for sure. Like that's one of the main people. But yeah, that's who I wanna, for me, be around and vibe with and shit like that. You feel me? Cause like, for me, he on the same time like me, Get Money time, and you feel me, everything like that. And you feel me, for a dead rapper, it'd be Pop Smoke. You feel me? Respectfully, you feel me? RP to Pop Smoke. You feel me? Like the situation with him, it still don't sit right with me. You feel me? For me, he was my age. You feel me? My age. You feel me? From Brooklyn like me, so it's like that shit hit different. He was on the come up on the rise, so that shit really hit different. Like, but it made. I ain't gonna lie. Like, for me, it took for him to die, and it done got a lot of niggas motivated and on their grinding. For me, got niggas doing their thing. For me, got niggas wanting to sound like him and everything. For me, so got niggas. For me, it got niggas like motivated and more focused trying to do what they gotta do and shit. You feel me? After the tragic death of Pop Smoke.
Nah, that's a fact.
So everybody started believing in themselves because of Pop Smoke. I ain't even gonna lie.
So let me ask you a question. Who do you feel is responsible for the drill? Like the influence on the drill rap?
You wanna hear? You wanna how it started? How I feel like it started? Or
yeah.
Alright, so how I feel like it started? I feel like the drill originated in Chicago with like Chief Keef, feel me, Lil Durk and all of them. But when it came to Brooklyn and stuff, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie, Curly Sav and them, Bambino and them, they was the niggas who really, really made it lit. Cause you feel me, when they started making all of them songs, Gang Gang and all of that, that's when everything, you feel me, made a turn, made a little 360, and everybody started wanting to jump on the wave and everything like that. You feel me? So that's how I personally feel about that.
Okay, so Bambino got it lit.
Yeah.
Gang.
Yeah, Curly Sav and all of them, yeah.
Okay, I respect it. I respect that one. I actually know Bambino, man. You know, that's crazy. Watching him grow up and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's next to come from you?
What's next to come? Like, alright, so right now I'm gonna just be dropping singles for a while, and then I'm working on a project too as well. It's called Now or Never. For me, I'm not even really too sure, but that's for now. That's the title that I'm going with for me for the project and shit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do an EP or I'm gonna do an album. I'm not really too sure, but most likely it'll probably be an EP for me, just to But if I'm dropping singles, I'll probably just give them the full album. Only the simple fact, cause I plan on to drop like 5 to 10 singles. That's including visuals with them too. You feel me? Before I do the project and shit, cause I wanna get a new name, a buzz, and make it lit before I drop the project, so the project don't flop or do low numbers. You feel me? So that's what I'm like. I'm gonna build up the fan base more before I drop.
Okay. Growing up, who was one of the big influences on music in your community?
Alright, so I'm gonna have to say, I feel like I'm gonna say like Jay-Z for me. I'm gonna say like Jay-Z, Biggie and stuff for me. Growing up for me, that was like the music right there. Like even Lil Wayne, you feel me? Like, so those was like the 3 artists, even Tupac too, for me, but I'm more of a Biggie fan, so those are the ones that I grew up on and I was listening to and stuff, for me, so that was it, like them right there, those were the ones that, you feel me, and Jay-Z, he from the hood, so, you feel me, that was that, you feel me.
So, alright, describe your hometown for people that don't really know too much about you, where you from. Let people know, like, describe your whole town and exactly where you from.
Alright, so for me, I'm from Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, you feel me? Born and raised, feel me? Grew up in Marcy. Feel me? It was just like, feel me? It was just ups and downs and stuff. You feel me? It was like, There was a lot of shit going on, but it wasn't for me. It wasn't nothing too crazy. You feel me? I'm still here. I'm still alive and well. You feel me? So for me, you just gotta move smart, move tack in the streets. You feel me? And just you feel me? Like, it's all how you maneuver and stuff. For me, when you from the best eye, you know they say best eye do or die. So it's like just gotta maneuver smart when you feel me in the style. For me, but it's still treacherous out here. It's still treacherous out here. Niggas is still dying left and right. For me, so shit ain't sweet.
So, what's your input on the violence in the community, and like, how do you view things?
I mean,
I'm sorry about that. With the impact that things have on the kids growing up and everything in the community.
I feel like, feel me. So I feel like everything, it comes to like the music and shit. So it's like, basically, for me, everybody listen to the music. The music, it motivates you and make you feel like you tough, like you gangster. As a male, you feel me? You feel like you gotta walk around and be the toughest nigga in the streets. So with that being said, it's like a lot of niggas, they not putting their pride aside. You feel me? They wanna walk around like they that nigga. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like, so it's like, alright, you wanna walk around like you that nigga. Now boom, now this nigga like, alright, I got a gun. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use it. You feel me? You think you a tough guy, or you feel me? You step to the wrong person. You feel me? So it's like, but I feel like the violence is like, I feel like in Brooklyn, I feel like the violence is not how it used to be. You feel me? I remember I used to be in the park. It used to be a shootout every day, but now it's different. You feel me? It's different now. So I feel like the Bronx taking over with the violence. Honestly, you get what I'm saying? But Brooklyn, it been kind of quiet for a little bit. You feel me? That could just be now because it's cold out, but feel me, like, I feel like what it's doing to the kids is like, feel me, some people they losing their loved ones, feel me, so you making other kids like want to do violent stuff because it's like, I lost my brother, but they not thinking like, I lost my brother, I'm gonna do something positive. They like, nah, I'm gonna go slide for him. I'm gonna go do this. You feel me? So I'm gonna go join the same gang he was. I gotta put on for him and stuff.
It's like a repeated pattern.
Like, it's a repeating pattern. It's definitely a repeating pattern. It's only gonna get worse. Feel me? Because this is all they see and this is all they know, from the music to TV. Feel me? To the people they be around with. Nobody's telling people knowledge. And you feel me? So it's like, for me, it's like, it's just different. It's different shit. So it's like, you around negativity all the time, so it's like that shit gonna rub off on you. You gonna do negative shit because you around that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can use myself for example. For me, I grew up going to church, but I chose to do what I do. For me, nobody forced me to do anything. Niggas ain't forced me to turn no gang. Niggas ain't forced me to, oh yeah, sell this, do that.